China's multi-domain pressurization activities toward Taiwan refer to a sustained and coordinated campaign that applies pressure across military, diplomatic, economic, informational, and cyber domains with the goal of gradually weakening Taiwan's ability to resist coercion. This strategy is designed to operate below the threshold of open armed conflict while still shifting the balance of power and perception in Beijing's favor. It emphasizes incremental moves, normalization of aggressive patterns, and attrition of Taiwan's political will and defense capacity. Military pressure. China conducts routine incursions by aircraft and naval vessels crossing the Taiwan Strait median line, which for decades acted as a de facto boundary. These incursions serve multiple purposes. They force Taiwan to scramble aircraft, increasing wear on equipment, driving up maintenance costs, and placing strain on personnel readiness. China also conducts joint firepower strike drills, amphibious assault rehearsals, missile flight demonstrations, and carrier group maneuvering near the island. These activities signal capability, practice targeting cycles, refine joint command and control, and attempt to erode public confidence in Taiwan's security. In addition, China integrates space and electronic warfare elements, rehearsing scenarios that would blind or degrade Taiwan's sensors and communications. Diplomatic pressure. China works to isolate Taiwan internationally. It pressures other nations to withdraw diplomatic recognition and instead recognize Beijing as the sole legitimate government of China. Beijing also blocks Taiwan's participation in global organizations, even when participation is related to aviation safety, public health, or disaster response. China protests high-level visits to Taiwan or arms sales to Taiwan, attempting to raise political cost for foreign governments. The goal is to portray Taiwan as lacking legitimacy and to create a perception that international support will eventually disappear. Economic pressure. China uses its market influence to coerce Taiwan economically. This includes selective bans on agricultural products, targeted restrictions on exports or imports, and punitive measures against industries with political sensitivity. China has also used tourism flow manipulation, increasing or decreasing visitor numbers, to exert financial pressure. Beijing additionally influences multinational corporations, forcing them to label Taiwan as part of China or risk losing access to Chinese markets. The overarching intent is to make Taiwan's society feel vulnerable and to create internal advocacy for political concessions. Information and influence operations. China employs large-scale narrative-shaping campaigns. These campaigns promote themes such as Taiwan's supposed inevitable unification, the futility of resistance, and the idea that the United States will abandon Taiwan. Disinformation efforts seek to inflame social divisions, undermine trust in democratic governance, and create confusion during elections or crises. Chinese state media, online bots, covert amplification networks, and sympathetic political voices are used to spread messaging. These operations also attempt to erode morale within Taiwan's military, portraying it as underprepared, poorly equipped, or infiltrated. Cyber pressure. China conducts frequent cyber intrusions targeting Taiwanese government offices, infrastructure systems, defense networks, media platforms, and academic institutions. These operations support intelligence collection, operational preparation of the environment, and influence operations. Some cyber activities are intended to disrupt daily life, such as website defacement, service outages, or data theft. More sophisticated penetrations appear, aimed at future wartime disruption, including power grids, communications nodes, and transportation coordination systems. Strategic objectives. China's multi-domain pressure seeks to accomplish several long-term aims. First, to condition Taiwan's population to constant coercive presence. Second, to convince foreign partners that supporting Taiwan carries unacceptable risk. Third, to degrade Taiwan's military readiness over time without firing initial shots. Fourth, to set conditions for rapid dominance should China choose escalation. Cumulative impact. The power of the strategy lies not in any single action, but in sustained accumulation. Each domain reinforces the others, creating a holistic pressure environment. China's approach is deliberately calibrated to stay below clear triggers for international intervention. Overall, China's multi-domain pressurization campaign toward Taiwan is a long-horizon effort designed to shape geopolitical calculations, weaken Taiwan internally, and gradually shift the strategic balance without immediate war.